Yo, what's up guys? This video is going to be about the time that I helped a client who was referred to me by actually another agent. I helped them out in finding their dream home. And I don't say dream home often, but this is honestly, this is the perfect time to use that, right? I don't really like to use that cliche, but anyways, here we go. Alright, so these clients were referred over to me by an agent in my office at that time. So I was able to help them out and, take on that client for them. And I really appreciate it, truly grateful for that opportunity, right? So to give context, guys, these clients were a large family, right? Married couple, and they had have five children, right? So as you can imagine, they needed a pretty good sized house, right? And it took a long time to find this house just because, houses within the budget that they were looking for in the areas they were looking for didn't come very often. I will say this though, they were very focused and knew what they were looking for, right? If the house didn't meet their specifications, if it didn't have at least the 4 bedrooms that they were looking for with the basement, they weren't even gonna entertain the house, right? Even if it had 3 bedrooms, even if it had 2 bedrooms plus a finished, like, they were not gonna waste time. They knew what they wanted, right? And I've said it before in a bunch of other videos, guys. It just helps that much more. All right, not just timing wise, but frustration wise. Like, I've had folks before that want to swap between single family condos. Let's look at 2 families, 3 families. No, let's go back to single families. Nope, let's go back to condo. Guys, and all that does is frustrate people. It frustrates you as a client because at the end of the day, you get discouraged. You feel like you just can't find what you're looking for. And the reason why you can't find what you're looking for is because you don't know what you're looking for. All right, the moment that you set your mind to it, you have that tunnel vision and you just focus on it, then it makes things that much easier. All right. For context, I remember a client that I had before. I never ended up helping them find a house because it took us a year and a half of searching, of swapping between single families to 2 families, back to single families. Now let's look at a condo, back to a 2 family, back to a single family in different cities, different towns. Guys, all that does is waste time. All right. And I'm just being straight up with you, completely honest with you. It just wastes time. All right. So focus on what you want, go after it, and don't waste your time, don't waste anyone's time, because at the end of the day, you're just gonna frustrate yourself out of a bunch of other opportunities. All right. But back to this story, guys. After months of searching, we found the perfect house in the perfect neighborhood that they were looking for, to the point that they still live there today. All right, and I always love to hear that because I know that I did my thing. I did a good job, right? Whenever people stay in the house. So this one was an older house, and it had everything still original from the 1980s. All right, so it needed a lot of updating, but it had the exact space that they wanted, right? The husband didn't mind, spending some money on getting it updated as long as the space was there for his family. And he did just that. When I tell you he updated the kitchen, renovated the bathroom, took care of the basement. I remember actually the home inspection revealed some insulation in the attic that had vermiculite. And if you know anything about that, it's very dangerous, especially, when it comes to like breathing it in and stuff like that. Like, he took care of all of that. Like, he was very, very proactive and pretty much brought the house up to speed on how he envisioned it, right? He took the shell and made it his own, right? So, after resolving all of that, getting all of that fixed, updated, they ended up moving in after those major renovations. I actually got the opportunity to look at it in person, and when I tell you the house, you probably couldn't recognize it, from where it was before with the photos to how it looks now. Like, that's how much work they put into that. The reason being is because it's gonna be their family house, right? They don't have any plans on moving anytime soon. They don't have any plans on selling anytime soon. Like, it's the house that they're gonna raise their 5 children in. All right, so whenever that's the case, it's always good to make that initial investment, because that's what it is at that point, right? It's an investment not only in yourself but also in your family, right? Getting everything up to speed so that you don't have to worry about, fixing everything or fixing things every couple months, right? So new bathroom, new kitchen, basement got some work into, and great neighborhood. So it's exactly what they were looking for. All right. My thoughts at the time was that when it comes to older houses like that, older styles that has, that wooden panels in the kitchen, wallpaper, the old style countertops, older cabinets, like sometimes you just have to have the vision as a buyer and understand what it is that you want and what you envision for yourself, right? These folks, they had the vision, they knew exactly what they wanted. They knew as long as the space was there, they can update everything else. Like they watched a lot of HGTV. I don't know if I mentioned that, but they watched a lot of home renovation programs and stuff like that. So they felt like they knew exactly what they were getting themselves into, right? And they were creative with it too. Like they had fun with it. They had fun with picking the cabinets, the floors, the countertops, and all that type of stuff. So they absolutely loved it. All right, guys. So let me know if you've had any kind of houses like that when it came to renovations and all that type of stuff. So I love to hear it. I always love hearing stories, and be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. All right, guys. I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care.